TitleMatchNetwork.com.
This is exactly what happened with the Doink with me. My phone rings at home, and Vince goes, "Steve, Vince." Oh boy, I know something's gonna happen now.
Right.
You know what I mean? He goes, "I need you to be Doink the Clown." I says, "Okay." He goes, "I need you to fly to Calgary today and wrestle Bret in the main event in Calgary as Doink," because Doink was the top heel right then. I said, "Vince, I have no problem wrestling Bret. I have no problem flying to Calgary. The paint job, I'm not going to be able to do." He goes, "Well, I want you to fly from Detroit to Cleveland." I think that's where Matt was living. His wife will meet you at the airport. She's going to give you the outfit. You fly to Connecticut. We'll have you picked up. We're going to take you to the studio. The girl's going to teach you how to do it. Then we're going to fly you straight to Calgary. And we actually did it.
That's crazy day of travel.
But it was the weirdest thing in the world because, I'm wrestling as a Brooklyn Brawler. Okay, so heat. And then all of a sudden I come out as the clown. And it's like, oh my God, I could feel the power of the
push.
The power of the
character.
push. Yeah.
Favorite memories of playing Doink on the road?
Favorite memory of Doink would probably be wrestling Bret in Calgary.
Bret. In '93, you had a little run in Memphis as Doink. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. I was a little pissed off at that. I was in Europe and I was wrestling as Doink with X-Pac, and I always had great matches with him. I love working with him. He was one of my favorite opponents. And I'm wrestling as Doink, and then they tell me, "You're gonna go straight from Europe. You're gonna go to Memphis." But I'm not stupid. I knew Bam Bam Bigelow had a friend, and I forget his name. Not Ray Apollo. I forget his name, but Bam Bam asked for his friend to be the new Doink.
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say Ray Apollo, but
no.
Okay.
No, there's another name. If you said it, I'd know it. But what they did was they kept me out of the way while they debuted the new Doink because Jeff Jarrett and Lawler came while I was still in Memphis. He said, "Hey, we got a new Doink there. Really great." They were riding me with it.
Right.
So it was
memories of teaming with Brian Christopher in Memphis and wrestling Jeff Jarrett and Tony Falk.
I loved working with Brian Christopher. He was a talented worker. He had it all. But now I just seen him the other day. He told me he's getting a knee replacement and all this kind of stuff.
Back in '92, '93, he was probably
if Brian had his head together and if he didn't have any demons, he would have been great.
Awesome on the mic. Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to Memphis. Talk about Jerry Lawler. Memories of working with Jerry.
I love Jerry. I just worked with Jerry like 2 or 3 months ago. Worked in a baseball stadium upstate New York, and they were cheering me and they were booing him. Only because we were in New York. But he's a pleasure to work with.
Easy.
But I'm saying to myself, oh my God, I was in Montreal when he took that heart attack. I was saying, I'm watching him. They had to give him the shockers 9 times. I said, if he dies in the ring with me, I'm going to be the guy that killed him. And then he wants to do a push spot.
Right.
And I'm pushing him on the side of his shoulders here. I'm doing, I'm trying not to
touch his chest.
Yeah, I don't want to be the one to defib his chest. Because if you ask him to this day what caused it, he'll say it's because Ziggler dropped 7 elbows on my chest in a row, which might have, I don't know. I said, then why did you need a stent?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't believe that.
Any idea why Ray Apollo was hired to play Doink full time as opposed to yourself or even Steve Kern?
It wasn't Ray Apollo. It was another name. Yeah, you don't want to mess that up.
Yeah, I don't remember. All right, I can edit that out. Memories of finally making your pay-per-view debut under a mask as one of the knights for Bret Hart's team, for Shawn Michaels' team. I believe it was '93 Survivor Series.
Yeah, I was on Shawn Michaels' team, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Gaylord, remember him?
No, I remember Jeff. You were on Bret's team, I think.
Oh, was I on Bret's team? Yeah, Jeff Gaylord was doing the gig all in the house shows, and then when the pay-per-view came, they told Jeff to give me the suit, and he was pissed. You know what I mean? They just made the decision. And Jeff has passed too now. Did you know who he was? Yeah, he passed away.
I don't know.
He was in jail for bank robbery and this and that. Oh, he was a clusterfuck.